Okay, in this week's machine learning program, we're using Python to build a program that will take a data set using text-based data and have our program read it into numerical data to make a complete data set and complete calculations. So in this data set, we will be comparing data from parents and their backgrounds in their education. First up is the featured data types that we are going to select. We're starting with their gender, their race, their level of education, apparently what they had for lunch, what preparations they took in preparation for the course they're going to take, and from that we will extrapolate our data to see who has the better education. So the first feature list we have here, the first 5 rows of our feature list, when we extrapolated those from our program, we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are our first 5. We pulled a male, female, male, male, male. Now, I do not know exactly what their ethnicity means by group A, D, E, or B, but we will assume that those have a specific meaning. Their level of education, it pulled. So we see that the first male has high school, the female has some high school, the second male has some college, the third male has high school, and the fourth male has his associate's degree. So it interests me. It differentiates that some college does not necessarily mean that there is a degree involved. And then apparently lunch must mean something to do with what their financial situation is. I'm assuming this is a university, so this first male has a standard lunch. The female has a free and reduced lunch. The second male also has a free and reduced lunch. So that's sort of telling us that we look at this as they probably come from lesser background and have some amenities given to them based on their financial background. So that is taken into consideration. And then finally, whatever preparation tests they've completed for the course that they're going to take. Now we see the first one has completed it. The next set have not. And our last male did take the preparation course. So out of the 5 that we pulled out, we have some data on them. And then, to make our data even more complete, we're going to test the last 5 rows of the feature list and just see how that compares. I'm not going to go through every detail, but as we can see, we went through 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those were the first 5 that we pulled from our data set. And now we are at 995, 96, 97, 98, and 999. So that looks like it's a very full data set of 1,000 data members. Again, the same information we're pulling out: the gender, ethnicity, level of education, what lunch they get. So again, their financial situation and their test preparation. And as you can see by glancing at it, that it is different. We're not pulling the same information out. These are all individual data sets. Now we see it says press enter to continue, so we will press enter. We left off right here after our data shape. So now we are at the unique values for each of our column features. So for each of our features, it's going to tell us what we have total. So we have obviously 2 genders. There were 5 race ethnicities that the program data set was looking at. There were 6 levels of education that the parents could have had. Apparently only 2 levels of lunch, so we were looking at standard and free and reduced. So those 2 are the 2 features for lunch / financial background. And then again, the preparation course, if they took it or if they did not. Now we have the unique values for each of our column features. So this is just giving us the details of each one of those columns. So for gender, it's obviously male and female. There's our 2 right there. Our race ethnicity, we had group A, D, E, B, and C. That's our 5 right there. Now our levels of education, we had high school, some college, an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, or a master's degree. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Calculated it up. So our level of education, there was 6 different levels of education it could have calculated. And then just easy enough, our feature lunch was standard or free and reduced. There's our 2. And our feature for the test preparation was either completed or they did not take it, which was none. And there's our 2 for that. So we'll press enter again to continue. Now our encoded feature list. This is the data that is encoded. So it got put into an array, which puts our data into a much easier way for us to calculate. And when we press enter again, the encoded feature list categories out of our array, it put them directly into the array and completed all of our data set for us.